when dancing, getting elbowed in the face, getting stomped by someone else's foot, and maybe being forced into an awkward move by an awkward person, it's probably the worst pains that you can feel. But those are physical pains, whereas there's more mental, emotional pains where if you have the music in your mind and then you know when the musicality is coming, but then it's just a basic step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the left and to the right without doing anything, that's one of the worst pains that you can feel, especially if you're following. My friend told me recently, it feels like, let me go, and I completely agree with that. Sometimes I want to tell myself, let me go, let me do musicality, but then I'll be afraid of making a mistake. So musicality has always been that concept that is quite hard to understand, especially when you're just an intermediate dancer, just remembering patterns all the time, and that's all you've been taught in school. So I've been trying to figure out this whole thing about musicality, and I'm still learning, but I think I've improved a lot. And one of the concepts that I sort of took from a concept to an actual thing that I practice, it's hitting the beats. It's a small thing that makes a difference. You will see this video today that we're going to see is less than 5 seconds long, but it's so good because it's the musicality that counts. It doesn't matter if you remember 15 different long moves, but if you don't have any musicality in that song, then that song's not going to be very good. There are two kinds of hitting the beats in general. One is solo, when you can do footwork, you move your body, use your hands, or even mouth it, try to sing it. Or there is partner musicality. And in this video, of course, because this is leading and following, we're going to talk about the partner musicality. Okay, let's have a look at the move. One more time. Ooh, very good. So, before we go slow, two things that I want the lead to remember and one thing for the follower to remember. Two things for the lead. First, it's the opposite. If you want to go left, you prepare to the right. If you want to go up, you want to prepare with going down. The second thing is frame. Using your frame, not controlling the movements with your hands, just your hands, it feels awkward and it's hard to follow because it's not clear enough. And for the girl, is to seek connection. There's a thing that you need to recognize, especially in this body isolation type of movement, that all you need to focus on is seeking connection. Because if you try to guess what's going to happen, there's just so many things that could happen that you can mess it up pretty easily. So let's have a look, but slowly. See, this is just before he has the hits, and what he's going to do is he's going to expand out. So before he expands out, look at how he brings her in, like really into his frame. Crack, it's out, right? Because now for the ladies, because he's moved his hands out, then your back should be seeking that connection. That's the seeking connection that I was talking about. Because he's put you in, and now that he's released, that's the cue for you to move back like that. And then there's the side to side crack crack. With the guy, like this is very simple, but what guys do is they do this. They do it with their hands. They try to force that move with their hands, and that's super uncomfortable. If you want to do this move properly, you need to use your frame as well. You don't need to go all the way with your frame, but if you don't use your frame a little bit, then moving with your hands is going to be very uncomfortable to follow. So that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much. Please support this channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing to your friends so that more people can hear about this channel and more people can do musicality. See you in the next video.